All right, going to look at South Carolina quarterback LaNorris Sellers. Look at some of his best throws from his performance from his game against Vanderbilt this weekend or yesterday, depending when you were watching this video. But before you look at these throws, I think I got 4 or 5 clips that I want to dive into. Let's talk about his performance for 1 or 2 minutes, and then we'll dive into the actual film and showcase his best play. So LaNorris Sellers, 14 to 20, 238 yards, 2 touchdowns. And had going into this game, we talked about we didn't want to see a drop off from A&M, right? We talked about how A&M had that great win against LSU. Then they go on the road against South Carolina, and they lose. Well, South Carolina did the exact opposite. They had that huge game, that huge win at home against A&M, go on the road against Vandy, an improved Vandy, like we talked about, a good defense, like we talked about, and Sellers played well. It was like an extension of the A&M game per se. He did a little bit of everything, but the biggest improvement I saw from Sellers was his ability to throw in the pocket without the use of play action. So doing some straight drop back passes or off straight drop passes, Sellers was 10 of 12 for 166 yards and 2 touchdowns. One of those touchdowns was that screen, maybe like a 49-something yard screen. But that was impressive to me to see Sellers. So if we're looking at some takeaways, seeing Sellers not having to use play action, and we're going to see the touchdown pass, was it to the tight end, I believe, number 6? The touchdown pass was maybe my favorite throw besides the one where he breaks the tackle and throws downfield. Another point, he was perfect against the blitz. We talked about how good he was against the blitz against A&M running the ball, but we also talked about how good he was against the blitz throwing the ball. And he was good against the blitz as well against Vandy. He was 6 of 6 for 63 yards and 1 touchdown. And to Vandy's credit, they only blitzed Sellers 26% of his dropbacks, but Sellers still took advantage of. So those are my big takeaways in watching Sellers. We're going to watch 4 or 5 clips of Sellers that kind of showcase what we just talked about. Again, it was the throws in the pocket, not relying on play action. Not that play action is bad, but just part of the development. We see him not having to rely on play action to make big throws. And then, of course, he still had that crazy that crazy play where he broke the tackle and threw the ball downfield, right? So again, not a ton of vertical throws, but you didn't necessarily need it. Only 4 completions of ball was thrown 10 yards or more. So with that said, let's go ahead and look at LaNorris Sellers. We got 4 or 5 clips we're going to look at. Not super long, but do want to showcase his best plays from South Carolina's win against Vandy. We'll go ahead. We got 5 clips that we're going to watch. Again, it's broadcast footage for those that have watched. Y'all know, but I do apologize. It's not the best quality, but hopefully it does a good enough job getting the point across. So I do have to slow it down so no one gets mad at me from the YouTube side of things, but again, hopefully it does a good enough job getting the point across. So first clip we'll watch, LaNorris Sellers going off script. Now, he didn't do this as much maybe as he did against A&M, but he still showcased it. It's still a part of his game. It's always going to be part of his game. So this is the beginning of the game, or early in the game, second quarter, right? Yeah, second quarter here. They're driving down here, and it's this play and the play right after are 2 of his best throws that we're about to watch. So this is a scramble here. Notice Vandy does not blitz. I think they bring 3 here, 3 or 4. Let's see. Yep, so they bring 3 here. You got a fake blitz here, kind of like spying LaNorris Sellers looks like. He goes through progressions. No one's open. We're going to see him scramble. This was his first kind of bigger throw of the game, if I remember correctly. Again, he only had 4 completions where the ball was thrown 10 yards or more. Like the vertical passing game wasn't one of the main points of the game. This was his first kind of bigger play of the game, 2nd and 13. Again, going through progressions, not forcing it. What I like here is taking off and scrambling to pass, right? Eyes remain downfield, looking to throw, not to run, and the threat of him running brings defenders out of position, and it opens some space downfield. Again, we don't have the all-22, so we can't see the whole field, but a good job by Sellers, keeping his eyes downfield, looking to throw as opposed to looking to run. So next clip is probably my favorite throw. It's not the one where let me move myself. It's not the one where he breaks the tackle, although it's pretty gnarly. But it is the touchdown throw to the tight end, number 6. Gosh, I'm going to – is it Simon? I should know by now. I knew it last week. I'm sorry, South Carolina fans. Y'all go ahead and correct me in the comments. Again, we do so much SEC QB content. The receivers, running backs, and tight ends sometimes slip my mind. All right, so this is a blitz. Remember, Sellers was 6 of 6 against the blitz yesterday. I'll go ahead and let it play. He was 6 of 6 against the blitz versus Vandy. Vandy only blitzed 27% of his dropbacks, get someone out of position. This is a great throw, though. It's not a lot of room for error to the tight end. Good catch there, too, for a touchdown. And what we talked about at the beginning of the video was how impressive, at least I was, of LaNorris Sellers not using play action to get the ball downfield. I think it was last week against A&M. Not that play action is bad. You want to do that for Sellers' skill set. But last week against A&M, I think his touchdowns came off play action maybe. But I like this, going through progressions. They're bringing 5, throws a strike here. He knows this is where he wants to go with the ball. He got the safety middle of the field. You can't throw it too far in the middle of the field. The ball is probably outside the hashes or right at the hashes. Really good throw. Kind of reminds me of the throw against Kentucky. That was a fake sweep, but it was like just a seam route where the ball was thrown on the line. So again, this is probably my favorite throw, a good kind of next step development throw from LaNorris Sellers, kind of fitting it in before the safety can come over and take a hit there. Okay, so next clip, the clip that will be the highlight reel for everyone that will love to see. It's when he breaks the tackle. It's 1st and 20. They're up 7-0. The third quarter just started. Vandy's offense hasn't done much, largely because y'all's defense is so stout. But y'all's offense kind of got rolling a little bit after this big play. So you can see they bring 4. And the thing is, I don't see a spy here. This is what surprised me. Like, where's your spy? What's he dropping to cover, right? Like, there's no one really taking into consideration LaNorris Sellers' legs. Not that that matters because he doesn't run here. But he breaks this tackle. This was, what did someone call him? Like, what was a comment last week that I had about LaNorris Sellers? Someone called him like a Cam Newton version or Anthony Richardson type version. I saw that maybe on Twitter or something. But great play there to break the tackle, go down, escape the pocket, eyes downfield, something that we just talked about a second ago in the first play we watched, then throws a ball to a open receiver. This is always going to be part of Sellers' games. He's always going to be able to extend plays, break the tackles. It's going to be part of his game, but again, like we talked about, I love seeing the development side of him, throwing without play action, going through reads, and not having to rely on these type of plays, although these plays are great when it happens. Okay, so 14-7, middle of the third quarter. This is an NFL-style throw. It's a 2nd and 6. It doesn't look like much, but it's a long throw and a medium to deep out that I think is the next level NFL-type throw. We're going to see only bring 4. He's trying to get out there in time. No shot. They got some type of zone coverage, it looks like. He probably has curl to flats, I'm assuming, but he can't get there in time. Good long throw, field coverage. They probably just weren't expecting Sellers to be able to make that type of throw, and he definitely was able to. Good job by the receiver making him miss and get upfield. Let's go ahead and watch this throw one more time. Let's see. Yep. One of the toughest throws in football is the deep out from the opposite hash. Now, this isn't a deep out here per se, but it's still a pretty tough throw. It's a long throw on a line. Again, they probably just didn't think he was going to be able to make that throw, and he definitely was able to do it outside the number throw. Long throw. Good job by LaNorris Sellers. You like seeing those type of throws. Last clip we'll watch is the touchdown to Sanders. So this was this was 49 yards, I think, for this touchdown throw, which definitely helps the quarterback's numbers. As a quarterback, you always like that. So great job by LaNorris Sellers overall in this game. So if you're a South Carolina fan, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What did you like about LaNorris Sellers? What were your main takeaways? Again, mine were the development factor of not needing play action to push the ball downfield. Again, 10 of 12 on straight drop backs for both his touchdowns. I know it was this touchdown here is included for like $166 without play action, which was really impressive. And then we still saw him utilize what makes him special, his athletic ability, his legs, breaking tackles, and throwing the ball outside the pocket. So South Carolina fans, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What were your big takeaways? What do you want to see from Sellers moving forward? And as always, we're just a big SEC quarterback channel, Quarterback Hub. So please consider subscribing to the channel if you like this type of content. Like, share, all that YouTube stuff. It really helps us grow. Thanks for following us along. We'll see you next time. Peace.